Oop, there's a car already. I haven't even left. Okay. Perfect. Hello, and welcome to my whilst I am driving vlog of the year. It is the first Happy New Year. Yesterday I took some footage on my way out here to my father's house, but most of it ended up being really crappy. So we're just gonna start again from scratch. Libby, I think our sisterhood of the traveling, I don't remember what you called it, but I like your idea, and I think you're right in that if we uploaded more often, we would be more frequent about it, I guess. Because like you, I forget about stuff even more easily. So, that's a good plan. And I still think we should do challenges. I also liked your video and the fact that your really awesome transition said right on it, no free use. And you were using it for free. So, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna draw you your own superhero taco and give you the exclusive free rights to it so that you can use it whenever you want. My laptop keeps sliding while I'm driving down this, so now that I'm at a stop and still on a privatized road, I'm going to fix that so that it doesn't fall while I'm driving and distract me, and then we all die. That won't be good. It looks like it might be at an angle. Let's fix this. This is fixable. Don't go anywhere. If you do, I will be sad. Ah, sun is blinding. Okay, there we go. I also like your book idea of us reviewing books to each other. And I'm definitely going to check out Oscar Wilde's, I can't remember what you called it. Right now I'm reading The Hunger Games that you told me to read, and it's really, 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 really good. And I've only read like the first 4 chapters. And I'm really bummed because I watched the trailer for the movie and it gave away like pretty much everything that's in what I've read so far, and I'm really sad. I also wish that books had better synopses. I'm not sure if that's correct, plural. But yeah, I wish they had better synopses, because I keep trying to tell people to read, like, I don't know, Good Omens, and they go, I don't know, that sounds really weird, or I don't know, that sounds really, like, anti-Christian, or I don't know, that sounds really stupid. But it's not any of those things. And I even thought that when I started to read it. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to like this book. It's a little, like, the first 2 chapters or so seem kind of like Bible smashing. And I don't necessarily agree with everything in the Bible. But most of it's pretty good, you know, from a book standpoint. And I don't want to read another book that's going to bash another book. Except for Twilight. That's fine. But even then, there comes a point when it's just not okay, and it seemed like it was one of those not okay books, but it's actually not. And it's really funny and good, and doesn't have much to do with it at all. Well, it does. The whole thing centers around an Antichrist, but I digress. It's a good book, and you still haven't read it, so that's my recommendation to you. And if you don't feel like reading Good Omens, or you've tried reading it and I just didn't know about it and you didn't like it, because that's also possible, then I suggest Fragile Things. I still really want a job at Barnes & Noble for reasons which I cannot quite figure out. See, look, music works. I feel better now. I can talk. Yeah, I don't know why I necessarily want a job at Barnes & Noble. I'm sure it's probably not as fun as I think it is, but I've always really wanted to work in a bookstore. I think it would be really fun to work in a cute little secondhand bookstore or Barnes & Noble or somewhere equally as awesome. Any bookstore will suffice. Did you miss me? Did anything happen while I was gone? No? Okay, good. Oh, so we're driving past White City. There's a fire truck. Oh my gosh, this happened yesterday. I'll show you a clip of that, like right now. Look guys, okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3, fire hydrant! Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1, fire truck! Again, did you see it? Did you see it? I hope I got that. I hope you saw that. Because it was yellow, not red. And it was weird. Anyway. Can you hear that annoying clicky sound? Listen hard. Of course, then it stops. Of course. Find your attraction to Ralph Fiennes both amusing and confusing. But I'm not a rapper. Mostly because, like, when you initially said that, I was like, he's like the most bad-looking person in the world. He has no nose and he's bald. Then I actually looked at pictures of him without all the prosthetic makeup and CG effects done. I was like, actually, it's not that bad. I think he's a little old for you, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Yeah, he's not bad looking at all, so good for you, I guess. Enjoy that fangirl crush, I guess is what I'm saying. And your family tree of Harry Potter is the most intense and awesome thing I've ever seen. I kind of want to do something like that, only I want to do it with heroes and map out a huge timeline. Like it shows you every once in a while in a couple of episodes, like once every season, it'll show you Isaac's old, I think it's Isaac's place, his old studio, and heroes like taking it over and strapped it down with lots of pictures and events and all sorts of weird stuff, and it's all ribboned together, and it's like this huge like three-dimensional timeline. I kind of want to do something like that, only not on such a big scale and not covering my room with pieces of string, but something like that, maybe in a two-dimensional form, kind of like a family tree, where it starts off with all of them in a list, and then they all intermingle and lines go everywhere as they progress through the storyline. I think that would be really fun. And as far as your coupon goes, Libby, I regret to inform you you've not been accepted to John and Hank Green's School of Awesome. And before you cry and get really angry at me, it's not because I don't want you to go, and it's not because I am not willing to take you. It's because all of the tickets have sold out. I looked yesterday all over online, and I cannot find any tickets anywhere. They've completely sold out. And Tisha only got 2, and she's the one that bought them. And I think it would be a really jerk move to be like, Tisha, give me your ticket so I can take my sister to see him. But it also defeats the purpose if I give you my ticket, which I would be willing to do. But I think it would also not be right for Tisha to take you up there and keep an eye on you, you troublemaker. And yeah, you kind of see where I'm coming from. I feel really bad. But this is the one anywhere and any time that won't work for that. So hopefully I can make it up to you someday soon. Maybe I'll draw you Hank and John Green, and it'll be like that. Or I could videotape the entire experience from beginning to end, and then you can watch it when I get home, and it'll be like you're there. But I know it's not the same, and I feel really bad now that you've said that. Man, I'm gonna like wallow in how lame I am for the rest of the day. I feel like a total jerk. I'm almost at my house. Yay! Kids, don't try this at home. In fact, don't do it at all because you're kids, and then that would be illegal, and you'd probably get in a crash and die. And I don't want you to do that. So nobody actually try this at home. This is a stupid idea. Well, actually, you could do it at home, I suppose, since you'd be sitting still and or sitting in an immobile car. Don't do this while you're driving. That's better. The reason I'm looking at you so much is because I'm at a stoplight, and I don't need to look where I'm driving because I'm not moving. See? This is a positive blogging experience. When you're sitting and you're able to make eye contact and you're able to not focus on 10 things at once. Yeah, that's good. This, when I'm driving, not so good. I'm not actually driving. I'm just pretending to drive. This whole blog has been a lie. Not really. I'd prove it to you, but we're starting to move again now, so I can't. That should be proof enough. Oh, challenge for you. My challenge for you, Libby, is to make me that damn list of books. I need a list of books that are your favorite, ones that you like very much, ones that interest you, But they all have to be ones you've read, or at least partially read and know and like and stuff. They can't be imaginary books, although an imaginary book would be pretty cool. That also reminds me of another Terry Pratchett book in which he mentions a theory of books, which I really enjoy. I'll have to maybe go home, well, once I get to home and read it to you. Driving down the road again, driving down the road, there's a car coming past me. Woo! I don't know if you can see him or not. Look, we're home. Look, you can see our house behind the office from here. Kind of. It's the one way over there. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got, guys. You, girl, I guess, since you and Tisha are probably the only ones that watch this regularly. Anyway, recap. So, I want you to... Whoa! Dropping this laptop. Read one of those books that I recommended. I'm going to read Hunger Games and finish it, and then I'm going to read Oscar Wilde's book. And never drive and blog at the same time, because that was definitely an interesting experience. I'm pretty sure a lot of that will be edited out. It took me 24 minutes and 50 seconds to get home, according to this blog, because I started it just as I was pulling out of Dad's parking lot, and I ended it just as I got to mine. So, there you have it. It takes 24, almost 25 minutes to get from point A to point B. And put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm rambling a lot. Bye! Woo-hoo. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. No! Overwhelming sense of panic. Baby cows! Overwhelming sense of panic. That's about how I felt. It's just gonna be a lot of editing to do on my computer here. Oh no, it's blacking out. Oh, there we go. Red light, green light, yellow light, purple light, blue light, aquamarine light. Awesome. Not awesome.